So Black Friday is almost here, and you know what that means, right? Amazing deals. But instead of the usual tech gadgets, clothing, or jewelry, and you know we women love our jewelry, right? I'm going to be talking about the best gift that you could ever give to yourself and your loved ones, and that is the gift of health. So let's dive in. Well, hey everybody, welcome to today's episode where I will be sharing 5 of my top health and wellness gifts that you can snag on Black Friday at a discount. Because let's be real, taking care of ourselves and our loved ones is the most important thing, right? Maybe it hasn't been for you in the past, but it can be now. And trust me, I do not recommend things that I have not either personally vetted myself or I have not gotten rave reviews from clients or loved ones or health practitioners that I know and trust. And there's no better time to stock up on those health and wellness goodies than on Black Friday. So if you know me and you follow my work, you know that the products I'm going to recommend are the real deal. I've put a lot of work and research into vetting these different products and these companies. But if you don't know me yet and you don't know my work, I invite you to subscribe to my channel so you can continue to watch my content and get to know my personal health and wellness testimony on a deeper level. So you will see that the products that I'm going to showcase in this video follow a very specific theme in regards to health and wellness, which is the very theme of this channel, as well as the work that I do with clients in both my counseling and my coaching practices. And that theme is toxin elimination, which is the practice of swapping out toxic products that you may be unknowingly using in your daily routine that could be having negative effects on you and your family's health and even your pets. These products that I'm showcasing cover a range of budgets, so there is something for everybody. Make sure you stay tuned until the very end so you can get all of the goodies. And with all of these products that I am showcasing, full disclosure, I am an affiliate with all of these companies, which simply means that I have partnered with these companies to be able to provide my clients and my audience with a discount. And I also receive a small commission in return for any sales. But I've done the hard work for you. I've done the research. I have vetted these companies. And if you know and trust me, and I am a very picky person when it comes to health and wellness products, then I can stand behind suggesting them to you. Of course, you always have to take your own health and wellness into your own hands. You make your own choice. I also encourage you to do your own research. But with all of these products, I will include all of the details about the sales. I will include all of the links and all of the discount codes in the description of the video to make it really easy for you to do your Black Friday shopping. Also, please know that by using these affiliate links, you are helping to support my practices. You're helping to support my videos and sharing the message of health and wellness. A lot of work goes into making these videos, and any help and support that you can provide would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so the first I'm going to talk about is something that I discuss with my clients, and that is swapping out their toxic cleaning products with non-toxic alternatives. If you haven't checked out my video on toxic cleaning products, I will include a link at the top here and also in the description of the video, so you can go check that out. The product that I'm about to showcase didn't make it into that video because at the time I recorded it, I just didn't know enough about it to include it. But now that I do, and now that I have experienced it firsthand and all the benefits that it can bring to me and my health and wellness, I am including it in my top 5. And that product is called Briotech. And they have an amazing line of cleaning products available on Amazon. So I know that cleaning supplies isn't really at the top of most people's Christmas list, right? But let me tell you, Briotech is a cleaning product unlike any other. It is made with an ingredient called hypochlorous acid. Now you may hear the word acid and think that kind of sounds harsh. Actually, it is a naturally occurring substance that is produced by our body's own white blood cells to fight off infection. It's basically a super-powered cleaner that is both non-toxic. You can say goodbye to harsh chemicals and harsh fumes. It is completely safe for you and your family's environment. Briotech is also strong enough to kill things like mold, bacteria, viruses, as well as eliminates odor without any harsh residue. I don't even smell Briotech, and I diffuse it in my home every day. I've used it in my essential oil diffuser. I've used it in my fog machine, which I will talk about actually a little bit later. And for people like me who live in Florida, who live in hot, humid temperatures, and need to be aware of things like mold in their environment, Briotech is a must-have in your arsenal of cleaning products. Briotech is also multi-purpose, meaning you can use it for just about anything. You can use it on your counters, on your floors, on your stove. You can even use it on your skin. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So there are several products that Briotech makes, and I'm just going to show you a couple that I have in my personal arsenal. I love Briotech so much, and I use it so much, I actually buy a big old gallon jug at a time. And it's actually very inexpensive on Amazon. I use it in my essential oil diffuser. I add a couple of drops of essential oils. I use it in my fog machine, which, stay tuned, I'm going to talk about what a fog machine is and how it can be useful. It also comes in just a smaller spray bottle, multi-purpose spray bottle, so you can use it for just about anything. I don't know about you, but I really think it's annoying to have to buy all these different cleaning products. Like, you need something for the mirror, and you need something for the stove, and you need something for the floor, and blah, blah. I would just rather have one product that does it all. And Briotech is it. Many hospitals and institutions, daycares use Briotech to disinfect their office space. Gentle enough for kids to be around it. So not only can Briotech be used for cleaning, it can also be used for the skin. It is gentle enough to be used on the skin, and I actually do have one of their products that I use every day in my non-toxic skincare regimen. So I am talking about this right here. This is a product from Briotech called Brio Skin Renew Serum. And it basically is just a few ingredients. It's electrolyzed water, mineral clay, sodium chloride, which is salt, and hypochlorous acid. So I use this on my skin twice a day. I have noticed that it just tightens up like any wrinkles that I have. I put it under my eyes. It helps get rid of those dark under eye circles. It just firms up my skin quite nicely. You can also use the same product if you have any skin issues like rosacea, eczema, even acne. Another use of Briotech's products is dental. So because hypochlorous acid and the sodium chloride, which is the salt, mixed together is so efficient for getting rid of germs and bacteria, you can also use it in your dental routine. One of the products that I have tried from Briotech is called the Briotech Oral Swish. I use this after I brush my teeth. I can even put it in my water pick. If you have any kind of dental issues, this is a really great addition to your regular dental care routine. So I have completely replaced all of the harsh chemicals that I used to clean with Briotech. I just cannot recommend Briotech enough, you guys. It is affordable. It is easily something you can fit into your budget. I will include links on how you can get Briotech. Okay, so now let's move on to product number 2 on the list, which is castor oil from a company called Queen of the Thrones. And you guys, this stuff, castor oil, is literally liquid gold. Well, not literally. It has been used in many different cultures since the days of Cleopatra, who was reported to have used castor oil for her many different beauty treatments. More on that in a moment. Castor oil is mainly used to reduce inflammation and also for detox. So detoxing the liver, the colon, the thyroid, the lymphatic system, which, by the way, our lymphatic system is our toxin elimination system. So as you guys know, that is my thing, it's toxin elimination. So you know how important the lymphatic system is to me, especially since I had lymphatic cancer as a teenager, as well as my dad also had lymphatic cancer. There is a huge history of cancer in my family, so health and wellness is obviously very important to me, as is taking care of the lymphatic system. Castor oil also supports balancing our hormones. Hello, ladies who have issues with your menstrual cycle, or maybe you have endometriosis, or ovarian cysts, or PCOS, or maybe you've had trouble getting pregnant, or you've had reproductive issues. Castor oil can help support all of those issues. In fact, I don't think there's one person on the planet that castor oil couldn't help support. So castor oil is mainly used with what's called a castor oil pack, which is an organic cotton flannel pack that was created by a naturopathic doctor named Dr. Marisol, who is the CEO of the company Queen of the Thrones. So just to give you an idea of what castor oil looks like, it comes in a glass bottle and it is organic. Actually comes in many different sizes, which I really like. It comes in this bigger bottle, comes in a smaller kind of a medium-sized bottle. And then if you travel like I do, when I'm a pet sitter and I stay in other people's houses, then you can have these little travel bottles. And it is glass, but glass is much better than having plastic, because if you get castor oil in a plastic bottle, the microplastics will leach into the castor oil, and then you're putting that castor oil on your skin, and then you're absorbing those microplastics in through your skin. You want to make sure you're getting your castor oil in a glass bottle. And just to show you what the castor oil pack looks like, this is the liver pack. You can also use it on your gut. It just has straps that you can literally tie around your waist. You could also use it for back pain. You can tie it around your back. You can use it for shoulder pain. You basically put the castor oil on the pack and then you wear the pack. Like, it's pretty simple. It is a much easier and less messy process than castor oil used to be back in the day. Before Dr. Marisol created this product, you would have to put on the castor oil and then saran wrap yourself in plastic wrap, which is not good, by the way, and then put a heating pad over it, and it was just messy. So this system that she has created with these castor oil 100% organic flannel packs is much less of a mess. It's a set it and go, or I wear it at night and go to sleep, and then I wear it all night long. Of course, you don't have to do that. You could wear it during the day if you want. You could wear it while you're sitting around doing your work. There are also thyroid packs, which look like this, and you can wear around your thyroid. You can also check out the video that I made last Black Friday about these products in more detail. So I will include a link in the description and at the top of the video so you can check that out. I go into a lot more detail about all the different products. I will go into more detail about one product that did not exist last Black Friday, and that is the breast packs. So for you ladies and men as well, sometimes men have issues with, breast cancer. If you have any breast issues, these are wonderful. They go underneath your bra. They are super helpful for if you've had any issues with having cysts in your breasts, if you've had breast cancer, if you've had any kind of breast surgery, if you've had a mastectomy, or if you're like me and you had a breast reduction and you have extensive scarring that you want to heal. Even though it's been 20 years since my breast reduction, I still have scarring. So ever since I started using the breast packs, I've noticed a huge difference in the scarring. Things like scars are also what are called interference fields in the body. They're internal scarring, and they can interfere with things like our blood flow or oxygen flow. So using things like castor oil can really help the internal and the external scarring. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, castor oil has been used for centuries in different cultures for beauty treatments. I'm going to briefly talk about the different beauty regimens that you can use castor oil for. Castor oil also comes in this handy roll-on, this rose quartz roll-on, and it makes it super easy to use. I love to do my beauty regimen with this roll-on. At night, I can wipe some castor oil over my eyebrows to help them grow in a little bit. I can use them on my eyelashes. I use them around the under eye circles, helps take care of those wrinkles around the eyes. You could use it on your whole face, and then you can use this mask that helps kind of seal it in a little bit more as you sleep. Also, using the mask at night also just really helps to increase your melatonin production, which helps us to get a much better night's sleep. Melatonin helps to balance our circadian rhythm, helping us to get a better night's sleep. Also improving our mood, by the way. Another really cool thing that you can use with castor oil is your lips. you can put castor oil right on your lips. So you can say goodbye to that nasty chapstick that you use 1,000 times a day that only ends up drying your lips and putting toxins in your mouth. Another use for castor oil, as far as beauty treatments go, is the Castor Oil Dream Hair Mask. I absolutely love this. I talk about it in more detail in the video from last year's Black Friday video, where I actually show you how to use it. It's pretty amazing how you can use castor oil for your hair to just improve the texture, improve the softness. It even helps with things like dandruff. It just helps you to have, it even helps with hair growth. If you have hair loss, if you have thinning of the hair, castor oil helps in so many ways. You can even start your own like nightly or weekly, however often you want to do it, like castor oil beauty regimen routine. Put it on your skin, your eyebrows, your eyelashes, your lips, put your hair mask on, and then, put on a movie or something. So I hope I've convinced you that everyone out there could benefit from some castor oil. A few years ago for Christmas, I bought everyone in my family castor oil products. So a couple final things I will say about castor oil is that it adheres to the Environmental Working Group's strict standards of quality. Environmental Working Group, if you do not know who that is, I talk about it in one of my videos, which I will link above, on toxic beauty products, which is a great video to check out because I talk about how mainstream beauty products really can be very toxic to our health. There is a nonprofit organization called the Environmental Working Group that has a wonderful website as well as an app that is very handy in shopping for all kinds of products. They have very strict standards in order to get their EWG stamp of approval. And Queen of the Thrones castor oil adheres to the EWG's stringent standards for health and beauty. Queen of the Thrones castor oil is also certified to be pesticide-free, non-GMO, organic, and made without synthetic chemicals. It also goes through a rigorous third-party testing and is certified vegan. All of the things that I stand behind in non-toxic products. So make sure you get you some castor oil this Black Friday. Okay, this is a bonus wellness gift. So after hearing all the different areas of toxin elimination that I address with my clients, what I would like to offer for you this Black Friday is a discounted coaching session with me. I'm offering 2 different options to have a one-on-one coaching session with me, either through telehealth, or if you live locally in the Sarasota, Florida area, I can offer a home walkthrough toxin elimination audit. Basically, what that includes is you pick one area or more if you would like, but sometimes people just like to start with one area. And those 5 areas that I do an audit include your personal care products. So things like your beauty products, your toothpaste, your shampoo, your deodorant, all those things that we don't even know what's in those. We oftentimes unknowingly buy these products that can be adding to our overall toxic body burden, which just means our toxic load that our body carries on a day-by-day basis. So we have personal care products. The second area where I can offer an assessment for you are your cleaning products. I can take a look at your cleaning products and see which ones you need to swap out and make it really easy for you on which products that would be in better interest for your health and wellness. And the third area is mold. I've become quite a mold expert because my family and I have been through many experiences with mold toxicity. So knowing how to look for mold, how to remediate the mold, how to prevent mold, how to protect yourself from mold, and how to heal your body from mold, all of those things, that's a whole area in itself. What kind of air purifiers to buy and all of those things. And then the fourth area where I can offer an assessment is EMFs, the electromagnetic fields in your home. I also am a pet sitter. I don't know if you do that, but I have a side business as a pet sitter. So I am often in people's homes and I'm just trained to look for those hidden threats that people don't really know exist in their homes. I'm very gentle about approaching that. If I do notice something, I don't push it on anybody who doesn't want it. I only offer it if I think the person might benefit from it. And I always say, I am not the toxic police. I am there to offer guidance. I'm there to offer suggestions. I'm there to offer information and resources and support and coaching and even accountability if you want that. And then the fifth area where I can provide an assessment is your food and water. You know, a lot of us know that we might not eat the best food, but we just maybe don't know where to start on how to swap out the processed food that we eat with better choices. And we might not even know that the water we're drinking is toxic. I have a whole nother video on toxic tap water. If you've not seen that video, I'll put a link in the description and also above so you can check that one out as well. After sharing all of this information with you about health and wellness and toxin elimination, you might be a little overwhelmed about where to start. And this is where I can come in to come alongside you and help you one step at a time, one product at a time. Maybe swapping out just one thing is where you can take your first step. And then you can get 1% better with each swap. This is where my personal experience with chronic health issues, my family's experience with chronic health issues, my experience as a licensed therapist, my experience as a health coach can come in to help you in your health and wellness journey. I am offering either the virtual coaching session or the home walkthrough session at a deeply discounted rate. Especially if it is your first time working with me, this is a great time to get your foot in the door. If you lock in this rate now, you can always schedule the session for after the holidays. If you're just too busy right now to do that, that's fine. You can schedule the session for a later time. I'm offering this deeply discounted introductory coaching session until December 15th. The home walkthrough coaching sessions are valued at $135 per issue. For this special Black Friday rate, I am discounting that to only $75, you guys. And to make the deal even sweeter, I'm offering a buy two, get one free. So let's say you would like coaching on both your personal care products and your cleaning products. So if you buy two, you get a third for free. So you pick which areas you want to start. And at the end of that coaching session, you leave with an action plan on exactly what to do, what to swap out, and where to get it. So you're not left wondering, okay, now I've been given all this information, now where the heck do I start? You leave that coaching session with an action plan. Make it really easy for you to know exactly which products you need to ditch, which products that you should swap them for instead. I want to make it really easy for you because there's a lot of information out there and sometimes it can be very overwhelming. Trust me, I know. I've been there. I'm still on that health and wellness journey. I am still getting 1% better every day. And I want to help you do the same. If you or someone that you love has any kind of health issue, any kind of chronic health issue, and that could be anything. I help people who are cancer survivors. I help people with autoimmune disorders, with migraines, with gut issues, with anxiety and depression, anything like that can be helped with toxin elimination strategies. My health has improved so much since I went on a toxin elimination journey. I owe almost all of my current health status to my toxin elimination journey. Dealing with a life of chronic pain, I never thought I would be able to do certain things. I never thought I'd be able to dance again. I never thought I would go a day without a migraine. I never thought I would have a flat stomach again. And all of these things were made possible because I found toxin elimination. And if you choose to do a virtual session instead of a home walkthrough, that rate is normally $125, but for this Black Friday holiday deal, it is deeply discounted to only $49. And the same offer of buy two assessments, get the third free. We can always break up those sessions into multiple sessions if it's just too much information in one session. I want to make it as easy as possible for you. I want to set you up for success. I want to help you make the next year the best year yet. I want you to be able to do the things that you don't think you'd ever be able to do again. I want you to have your energy back. I want you to stop having headaches. I want you to have that flat stomach that you've always wanted. I want you to experience that weight loss that you just can't seem to get because you're on this diet culture roller coaster. I want to help you prevent chronic illness. I don't want anyone to ever have to go through what my family and I have had to go through with cancer. I now know that that's why I went through what I went through, is so I can turn around and help you. In a way, I'm glad that I did, because I now know what I know, and I can use that information to help others. So I hope you take advantage of my toxin elimination assessment sessions. I will include a link in the description so you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation, and we can just talk further. You can ask any questions, I can tell you what to expect, and we can decide if it's a good fit for you. Okay, so now we're going to move on to number 3 on the list, which is non-toxic skincare from a company called House of Hilt. This is another area I discuss with my clients, which is swapping out their toxic beauty regimen for non-toxic personal care products. So like I discussed earlier with the castor oil, which even though castor oil has multiple uses other than beauty, beauty is one of the biggest reasons to switch to castor oil. So along those same lines, I'm going to now talk about one of my favorite non-toxic skincare companies. I first came across this company. They are local to where I live in Sarasota, Florida. However, you don't have to live in Florida to get your hands on their products, as they have an online store. So I first came across this company at a health and wellness expo a year ago. And I was really looking for some products to use for my skincare routine, especially since for many years I used to have to get Botox injections for my chronic migraines. I choose to no longer get Botox injections. Hello, because the word toxin is in the word botulinum toxin. But basically, I chose to no longer get Botox injections because I did not like the side effects, and I did not like getting 30 toxic injections in my face, head, and neck once every few months. The only thing I did like about it was that it got rid of those crow's feet around my eyes. After I decided to stop using Botox, the crow's feet started to return, and I wanted to find a natural product that would soften those wrinkles around my eyes. Enter House of Hilt. I got to know the lovely team of ladies, as well as medical advisor Dr. De Silva, who I've had the pleasure of hearing him speak about toxin elimination. He is the medical advisor on their team and has helped them to create many of the products that they have available. I just wanted to mention who they are and how you can get your hands on some this Black Friday. House of Hilt stands for honesty, integrity, loyalty, and trust. Founder of House of Hilt is a woman named Jackie, who decided to start this company after working in the traditional beauty industry for many years. And just like me, got fed up with all the toxins that are put in our beauty products. And so she decided to start her own non-toxic skincare company. There are many products that I use. Just to name a few, I really love their Herbal Mint Cleanser. It is one of my favorite cleansers that just makes my skin feel soft all day long. I also love their Firming Peptide Serum. That helps with the crow's feet and the under eye circles. They've got some eye cream, cherry plum mask. One of the coolest things about House of Hilt is their non-toxic sunscreen line. I don't know if y'all know, but most sunscreens on the market today are highly toxic. And this particular sunscreen was developed by a medical doctor named Dr. De Silva, who is House of Hilt's medical advisor. So they literally have a medical doctor headlining the development of these products. A medical doctor teaming up with a former beauty consultant in the traditional beauty care industry. How can you even get better than that? Since I've been using these products, I can tell a huge difference in my skin, but it is definitely a company that I can highly recommend and stand by. You can get a discount all year long using my discount code, but they also have some amazing Black Friday deals coming up. So check those out. Okay, moving right along to item number 4 on the list. This is another important topic that I cover with my clients in my practices, and that is mold remediation. Especially for those of us like me who live in Florida, who just got hit with 3 major hurricanes, which are notorious for stirring up mold, especially if you had power outages or leaks or damage inside your home or outside your home. Those can be prime conditions for mold to grow. Now, I have a whole nother video planned to talk about mold remediation, so make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can get notified when that video comes out. Products that I want to talk about in today's video is a company called Microbalance Health Products. These are all products that can help with mold remediation, which remediation just means reducing your exposure to mold. They have a variety of different products, and I actually have a whole nother video where I go into much more detail. I go into a deep dive of all of their different products. So I won't spend too much time going into the details of what products they have. So you can check out that video. I will again include a link in the description and in the corner so you can check out that video. They always do Black Friday sales on their products. One product I do want to take a moment and talk about is their fog machine. This has been one of the best investments for me, especially for my health and wellness, living in Florida. Even if you don't live in climate like Florida where it has hot weather, mold is everywhere. And it really is in your best interest to be mold informed, to become mold informed so you can protect yourself, your family, and even your pets from mold exposure. My family and I have a long, extensive history with mold toxicity. I discovered over the years that many of my chronic health issues were due to the root cause of mold exposure, not knowing that my family and I were living in a home with mold in our air conditioning unit for however long. We have no idea. I had chronic migraines, my mom was having chronic asthma symptoms, and we didn't really think about mold being the culprit until I finally came across a practitioner who was mold informed and said, hey, I think we need to rule this out. And then I went down a rabbit hole journey of learning all about mold remediation. So I can now add that to my area of specialization in my health coaching practice. But one of the products that I am so glad that I found and invested in is the fog machine. And I mentioned that earlier in the video when I talked about the Briotech products. So this is a fog machine. And I use the Briotech that I talked about earlier, that big gallon jug. So I use the Briotech that I talked about in item number 1, and I fill up the fog machine with the Briotech, and I quite literally just plug it in and spray it in my apartment. And I can use it whenever I need to. I can take it to my parents' house and I can fog their house. I can take it to my sister's house. I can fog her house. You know, I can take it with me and use it wherever I need to fog. And like I mentioned before, the Briotech is non-toxic. It is not harsh. I barely even notice a smell. I can tell that it gets rid of any odors, and it just gives me that peace of mind that I'm doing everything I can to have a clean breathing space. Of course, mold remediation is a whole nother topic, as I mentioned, which deserves its own video. Things like testing plates, so you can get an idea if you might have a mold problem in your home. Things like mold candles that can help you reduce the mold spore count in your home. Things like mold cleaners, sprays, multi-purpose sprays, enzyme cleaner, laundry additives, even something called the EMA test, where you can actually take a sample and send it off to a lab where you will get a report letting you know if there is in fact a mold problem in your home. Please check out that video. Even if you're telling yourself, there's no way I could have a mold problem. I thought the same thing, guys. I believed the myths that if we lived in a clean home, there's no way we could have a mold problem, right? If we don't smell or see mold, there's no way we could have a mold problem, right? Wrong. We didn't see it. We didn't smell it. We didn't live in a dirty house. All of those were myths that I believed just because I just didn't know. Now that my family and I have gone through our own journey, and we continue to have to protect ourselves from mold because we live in such a humid climate. And because we just went through all of these hurricanes, there's lots of people out there that are dealing with mold and probably don't even know it. I will include the link to Microbalance Health products in the description, along with my discount code that you can use all year round, but also check out their Black Friday deals. There's just so much about mold that can't be covered in this short video. If you or your loved ones are dealing with any kind of health issue, you owe it to yourself and your loved ones to understand more about mold. It is one of the major causes of chronic illness, and it is so overlooked. Mold is actually known as the Great Masquerader because it masquerades as other health issues that look common. I'm talking gut issues, autoimmune issues, even cancer. I have no idea if the cancer that my family and I went through was due to mold. I will never know the answer to that. What I can have is peace of mind that I am now doing everything I can to protect myself and my loved ones from mold exposure. Check out those videos if you want to know more. Okay, we're moving on to number 5, you guys. Another really important topic that I cover with my clients are EMFs, or electromagnetic fields. Now, electromagnetic fields are invisible forms of energy that are emitted from things like our phones, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, even our appliances. Think of anything that plugs in, gives off an invisible electromagnetic field. While technology makes our life easier and is much more convenient, things like smart devices save us time and energy. Constant exposure to EMFs can disrupt our body's natural energy fields and lead to all kinds of health symptoms. Things like poor sleep, headaches and migraines, brain fog, mood disruption, anxiety and depression, fatigue, irritability. So many things we don't even think can be contributed to high amounts of EMFs. And with the development of 5G, even more smart devices that keep being invented, our exposure to EMFs is becoming more and more dangerous. So, what do you do? Because we live in a world of technology, and that's not going away anytime soon. So how do we protect ourselves from EMFs? Well, there are many ways that we can do that. I actually plan on doing a video all about how you can protect yourself from EMFs, so make sure you subscribe to my channel to get notified when that video comes out. But in the meantime, there are devices that you can purchase that are called harmonizing devices that can lower your exposure to EMFs. EMF-informed health practitioners say that relying on these harmonizing devices is really not a magic fix. It's really not enough to just keep doing things the way we're doing them, be exposed to all these EMFs, and just say, hey, well, I've got this device that's going to help reduce the exposure. I'm good. No, we really need to practice what's called EMF mitigation strategies as well, and have a harmonizing device as a backup to help protect us. Like I said, stay tuned for my video about EMF mitigation, and I can go into more detail with you on how you can protect you and your loved ones. One pro tip that I can give you that's free to do and that will work wonders is to turn off your Wi-Fi router at night. This has done wonders for my sleep, it's done wonders for my migraines, and my mood and my energy. I know some of you are going to argue with me that you can't do that, and that's okay. I am not the EMF police. I'm just here to deliver the information as was presented to me and to tell you my own experience with turning off the Wi-Fi router every night. I've just gotten into the habit of powering down my tech gear at night, whether that means turning off power strips, unplugging things, or turning off my Wi-Fi router, or even putting it on a timer if I forget. All of these things can be helpful. So that's one pro tip. But you can also purchase a harmonizing device. And there are so many devices out there nowadays that claim to protect you from EMFs. But this one device was recommended to me by a lady who owns the local Himalayan salt room that I go to, which is an amazing place, by the way. If you live in Sarasota, check out a place called Salt of the Earth. You won't regret it. Himalayan salt has so many health benefits. And when I went there, I saw this beautiful device in this wellness studio, and I asked the owner what it was. And she explained to me that it was a device called the Somavedic. And she has one in her home. She has one in the salt room, and told me stories about how ever since she had one at home, her son has less anxiety attacks, just seems a little bit more relaxed. Even her plants seem to be more vibrant. I'm just going to say, go to their website and read all about the science. It's very fascinating. It uses semi-precious stones to somehow harmonize our frequencies. That's why it's called a harmonizing device, to harmonize our body's natural frequencies with the frequencies of EMFs. After hearing this woman's stories, I decided to buy one for my family for Christmas last year. Not only is it a beautiful purple piece of art, I have also noticed things about my parents' health. I don't live there anymore, but when I do go and sleep over, I notice I just feel less anxiety, I have less headaches, and I just sleep better. It reduces the overall exposure of all of the Wi-Fi devices in our home. And it's a lot. We got cordless phones, we've got Wi-Fi, we've got boosters, you've got stereo equipment, you've got TVs, you've got appliances, you've got computers, laptops, you've got cell phones, you've got all of these things that are emitting EMFs that are basically putting out this invisible electro pollution that is affecting our health and wellness. And this Black Friday, Somavedic is offering a 20% discount, which is the largest discount I've ever seen them do is on Black Friday. So if you've ever wanted to look into such a device, now is the time. I will include the discount code and the link in the description so you can check that out. And another thing that I will say about some of these products that might be a little bit more expensive and that they might not be in your budget at this time, but just know a lot of these products do offer payment plans, which for me really helped me to be able to make that decision to go ahead and purchase at that Black Friday discount. I purchased the Somavedic device for my family last Christmas. Each year I get my family something else for health and wellness. One year I got everybody castor oil. Last year I got us all the Somavedic device. This year I'm looking into something called ozone therapy. Every year I just think of what else can I buy for my family to help protect us from all the different threats that we face on a daily basis. All right, guys, there you have it. There are my top 5 health and wellness gifts for Black Friday with the bonus. Please remember, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I would be glad to elaborate further. If you need any more information, you can schedule a free consultation with me if you have any further questions. You can email me at coaching@leahpetrucci.com. You can go to my website, leahpetrucci.com, and read more about the work that I do. I just want you to have a safe and healthy holiday season. Please remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. And these gifts are a great way to show yourself and your loved ones some love this holiday season.